Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Jay here. So let's just jump straight into it. Terra Rebels have dropped a update. They are doing stuff in the background and we're going to get onto this. We're going to discuss it and we're going to try and break it down simply for what it is and what's going on and why they're simply just continuing to do what they're doing, right? I can see a lot of people getting irritated. What are you doing? Why are you still doing this? Fraudsters. They're simply doing what they were paid to do, and I highly believe this is because they've been legally advised to do so by whoever they've spoken to, in a sense that you've been paid for a job and you must do that job, and they have done that job and the job is done, and now they're at a point where they're asking for more money, as you can see from the title of the video. And what I honestly believe this is just them bringing things to a close. This whole situation that surrounded Rebel Station was a joke in itself. The fact we would need to continuously pay every month for the continued running of our infrastructure. And what's going to happen is at some point Terra Vita are going to start charging the blockchain for the endpoints that it's producing for our blockchain. This all stems back to a conversation I've had with you folks previously about more or less the endpoints being run via nodes. So just as our blockchains run via different validators node, our endpoints could also be held in the same manner. Someone needs to design the system, but that's the kind of stuff you want to see built because it has a good impact on the future price, the future sentiment, and everything that surrounds LUNC. It's something positive, right, to move forward with. So anyway, like I was saying, this just simply seems like them saying, we've done all of the stuff, everything's working, we now need more money. The community's not going to, I mean, I'd be very, very shocked if the community decided they wanted to continue the support of Rebel Station and continue paying for it and for the people that are going to need to man that position. And this all comes down to creating things that need a human touch consistently. We should try and aim to automate as much as we can, especially with this blockchain. We are a very small blockchain. Time's limited, resources are limited. Things do need to be spent carefully and considerately. So they're asking for the cost of 3 months running costs and ongoing support. That's around $37,000. If you round it up, because it's more to the higher end, it's around $38,000 out of the community pool. You've got 4,000 of that going to Echelon, 3,000 going to BG, and 3,000 going to Raider. They've laid this out in hourly wages. They've done all of the correct things. But like I was saying, I honestly believe this is just them simply covering their backsides and ensuring that when they do eventually not hightail it out of here, but become redundant in a sense, they've done what they said they were going to do. They've produced the work they were paid to produce. They have fulfilled the terms of the agreement, and to be quite honest, fair play to them, because they could have just walked away. They could have just, you know, done that whole thing that you do, right? Instead, they haven't. They've pushed on, they've persevered, they've got the update up, they've finalized Rebel Station, and they've done all of the correct things. That's awesome, and fair play to them. So hopefully something positive comes from this. I don't know what positivity could come from this, because there's always been that negative situation since the whole debacle of TR, and we ended up with all of these different factions. But I think it's good to see that they've done what they said they're going to do. It's better than them not doing what they said they were going to do. And I have no doubt there are people who are still using Rebel Station. So if you are using Rebel Station, right, and this proposal doesn't get approved, it doesn't pass, they don't get the money, and they decide not to follow that route, you're going to need to sit down, have a think. Is Rebel Station right for you if the support is not going to continue to be there for it? So do take this into consideration. Don't just half look at it, especially if you're involved with Rebel Station. But this just goes to show they've done what they said they were going to do. And we can't ask for any more than that. I know everybody's got this whole negative thing, but at least they've done what they said they were going to do. So moving really back to what I was saying about this whole situation with having a system that needs constant updates, all of these different manned posts, it just seems very, very silly for a blockchain, which is like this new world of technology, and it seems to be needing a lot of like bug fixes consistently, all of these different things that need doing all the time. And it's just like, well, none of it wasn't like this before. It's all become rather peculiar. So hopefully in the coming days, weeks, months, we start to get some more positive updates, some more, what's the word for it? Like a better heading, I guess. Just a goal that the whole community can see we can all get under. And this whole thing of actually not going for 3 months, but maybe just laying out a month, having these very short-term goals, very simple things that we need to get done, and deal with the stuff that needs dealing with, not stuff that the community has no idea about. All of these high level explanations which everybody is struggling with at the moment, and everyone's saying, can we get a better breakdown? It's pretty obvious the sentiment is there in the community. So what I would say to people who consistently just dunk on these kind of things, just leave it be. It just seems like this is them making themselves redundant, following the path out and showing the community they've done what they're supposed to do. And if you want to see that continued support, you're going to need to simply pay them again to continue that support. So let me know what you folks think. Let me know what you think about all of this. If you've got a different theory as to why TR is still hanging around and everything like that, just let us know in the comment section. Other than that, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Mandela.